Recently, a woman decided to refer to average men as chopped. You know, guys who are average in every way: height, face, fitness, income, etc. Let's look at the original video she made regarding the term. Stay tuned till the end of today's video for some comedy.
So as we're all very much aware, we are living through a chopped man epidemic, and there's a big shortage of baddies. It's gone so bad to the point that, like, if I see an attractive man, it genuinely makes my day. I was walking on the sidewalk earlier and I saw a cute guy in his car, so I waved to him and he smiled back at me. And obviously he drove away after that. But I was like, oh my God, a cute guy? This was at 6:50 p.m. It's 7:17 and I'm still like, oh my God. And I feel like this is going to power me through my evening. Like, wow, I actually saw an attractive man today. Like, diamond in the rough, needle in the haystack. Seriously.
So, the average men, these guys, are chopped. An extraordinary man, one who dresses impeccably, drives an expensive sports car, and works for His Majesty's Secret Service, is not chopped. Got it. Now let's look at her follow-up video on chopped men.
As a scientist studying the chopped man epidemic, I'm here to give you guys some tips on how to slow the spread. And recently, it's come to my attention that I'm in fact a chopped man, part of the chopped man epidemic. So thank you very much for the diagnosis in my comments. And today I'm going to be applying these tips to myself to show you how we can decrease the number of cases and slow the spread. Let's go.
Here we have our chopped man patient, and as you can see, he's not looking too great. One main symptom of this epidemic is putting no effort into style. It's 2025, you cannot be wearing free t-shirts and basketball shorts anymore. No. Let's find an outfit that fits and shows off a bit of your personality. The chopped man has changed, and wow, see how putting on a simple, flattering outfit has elevated his look? In addition to bad outfits, another symptom of the chopped man epidemic is unkept hair. So this chopped man is taking down his hair and brushing it out to make sure it's flattering for his face shape. Simply spending a couple minutes on your hair every morning can really fight this epidemic. An often overlooked symptom of the chopped man epidemic is bad posture, often caused by too much time on the internet. You want to roll your shoulders back, tuck your pelvis under, and stand up straight. Don't slouch and you'll look 10 times more confident. Lastly, the chopped man is putting in some accessories to finalize his fight against this epidemic. The chopped man epidemic isn't unstoppable. All we need is a little bit of effort into our appearances and we can slow the spread. Stay vigilant and do your part. Bye!
Remember, guys, if you do what women want, you will be miserable. If you do what you want, they will be miserable.
The craziest thing about the war going on against the chopped man epidemic girl is that she's actually quite beautiful. Hello? She's actually quite beautiful. Like, actually, dare I say, more than conventionally attractive. But you guys are brain-rotted gooner freaks. And proving her point. You're proving her point. All you guys do is goon. You goon to weird-looking alien plastic surgery messed-up-looking corn stars on Twitter, or freaky little anime characters that look like they're 5 years old. But actually, if my sister was reincarnated as a slime, the character is 14,000 years old, so technically she's over 18. You guys are fucking weird. Normal human women don't have lips so big they look like they could explode if you chewed too hard, and a nose so small that you can't even breathe. Okay? Sorry, you guys are just weird gooner freaks and you don't know how to get off to a normal looking woman because you're so used to weird shit on the internet. And you don't have any hobbies. And the craziest thing is women's standards are a lot lower than you think. All you have to do is maybe go to the gym a little bit, take a shower, and have a nice haircut. And guess what? There are cures to male baldness. There are so many cures to male baldness. You don't have an excuse. Get some rosemary oil, get a scalp massager, and get on Rogaine. You know what I mean? Like, oh, well, they're hating us for things we can't control. Yeah, you can control male baldness. You can control your beer belly, and you can control your off-putting, strange personality that you have because you don't have hobbies.
What the fuck was that?
I'm in the war on the side of the chop man epidemic girl. She's right. Y'all are ugly, you don't put effort into your appearances, you don't have hobbies, and you expect women to want you.
Pot, meet kettle.
And you're gonna screenshot pictures of me and her while she's talking in an effort to make her feel ugly, when in reality, you would cry of happiness if me or her or any of the women in her comments section touched you with a 10-foot pole. Why? Because you're a virgin. And let me make one thing clear. I'm not saying this applies to every single person who might disagree that there's a chop man epidemic. All I'm saying is, men didn't used to have to put that much effort into having an actual personality because they had a bank account. And until the 1980s, women couldn't own those. We couldn't even own our own businesses until the 90s. So you have to put more effort into being an actually cool person in order for people to want to spend time with you. Going and calling every woman you see that you don't like ugly isn't doing your track record any favors. Go read a book or something. I don't know, play a game.
I know a game that I'd like to play. Ditch the annoying girl in the yellow tank top.
I want to share my thoughts on this fucking chopped man epidemic thing that people have been talking about because of that one girl. Because this is something that I've literally been talking about with my friends for years. And I want to preface this by saying I know I am not the prettiest girl in the world.
Damn! This bitch is keeping it real.
And when people are talking about a chopped man epidemic, they're not saying that they're expecting you to be fucking the most attractive guy out there. But here's the thing. The majority of men out there are not putting any effort into making themselves appear attractive to women, and then they complain about being lonely. I go to a university with 10,000 people in it, and on average, I see maybe 2 or 3 genuinely good-looking guys in any class that I go into. And it's not because I'm picky or whatever.
It's exactly because you're picky or whatever.
The girl who was talking about the Chapman epidemic was absolutely correct. She was absolutely correct. She's also beautiful, so y'all need to back the fuck up because I have eyes. I have eyes.
Really? Really? Really?
And many of you were very hard on them. Okay? But yeah, she's 100% correct. I think what's going on as well is the ugliness inside is seeping out to the outward appearance, okay?
I think the ugliness in you has already seeped out. As far as I'm concerned, these 5 women who are complaining about quote-unquote chopped men are just 5 quote-unquote diced women. For me, they are all a hard pass. Well, that about wraps up this video. As usual, let's end it with some comedy about today's topic. Enjoy!
I'm actually quite proud to be Australian, but it's hard because when I tell people I was born here, I get the same response that a lot of people of colour get, which is, yeah, sure, but where are you really from? Yeah, no, and I think it's a pretty stupid question to ask me, considering that in about 10 years' time, this is what the average Australian will look like. Yeah, not all of you there laughed at that. That's a joke about the Chinese taking over Australia. Or, you know, maybe you don't think it's a joke, in which case you really should appreciate the freedom to laugh while you still can. Yeah. You got 10 years.